So we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. It is quite a scene here in this grand Colosseum, bearing the name of the former president of its illustrious occupants, Estadio Antonio Vespuccio Liberti. But of course we know it much better as the Mas Monumental. So it's down to business here. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
This fella Martinez is the latest striking talent to emerge from Argentina, and the way he likes to operate from deeper positions, draws comparisons with some of the very finest from his country. More of an auxiliary striker in my view, though. Wants the ball to feet, and he's better playing off the centre forward, so he's someone to watch.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And he welcomes it in. And this is Messi. Well, the ball's come loose here. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's in on goal. Decent chance. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Kane. He's picked his way through. It's Jordan Henderson! Well, that is rather wayward.
England certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Bellingham. De Paul. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Paredes. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Martinez. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Rice. And he's intervened well there. Saka. And it's Bellingham. Nicely spread. Palmer. De Paul. Garnacho. Bellingham. And it's McAllister. In with the challenge. And this is Kane. Molina. Messi. And he's managed to get free.
That's good play from him.
And here's Messi. Kane. It's Saka. And that is as far as they're going to go. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Bellingham. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Jordan Henderson. McAllister does well to get it back.
There they go, hunting again.
Now it's Garnacho. Oh, and the finish! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Stood up well to him there. Molina got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Palmer. Palmer going face to face with his great rival, Alexander-Arnold. The pass has gone astray. It's a really well-measured ball. Paredes. Tagliafico. He's gone forward. For De Paul. Romero. Martinez. Well-timed, excellent interception. And this is Kane. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Look back on the first 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. There's the start of the second half.
Argentina clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Romero kept his eye on it, and he's there. De Paul. And it's Molina. McAllister. Molina. That is good alertness. De Paul. Now it's Martinez. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now who's going to be first to this? And they've got a throw. Rice. Lewis Skelly. Pass somewhat off target. Out to the right. Bellingham. That has ended up in no man's land. McAllister looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Garnacho. Bellingham. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Well, that pass isn't the best. De Paul. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that's well seen too. It's Rodrigo De Paul. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is one way to stop him. Henderson makes the interception.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, well played, well sorted out. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Messi. Martinez. He's found a way through. It's loose here and they'll want to reclaim it. No foul, says the referee. Now it's Kane. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's clever. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. The referee's awarded a free kick. Argentina choosing to make the first change.
Número 8, número 3, número 7, entran número 18, número 25,
Just lacking in
número
accuracy.
21, número 9.
Can they get him away? And he's got the beating of his man. Kane. Kane! They've done it! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly
Gol
up.
de Inglaterra, convertido en el minuto 77.
That really is
Número
quite
9.
fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
England have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Fernandes. And Molina. Now it's Messi. He is through here. Fernandes. Now it's Martinez.
Argentina,
And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Lisandro Martinez cuts it out. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Messi. Paredes wins the duel this time. The final 5 minutes. He's in space and looking for options. That has been knocked clear.
this usually is the...
He's going for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Palacios. And it's Dybala. Paredes. And it's Molina. Lisandro Martinez gets across to intercept that. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. That has not gone well. Dybala. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well read, nice interception. And there goes the final whistle. Argentina are beaten and they are out. Your reflections then, Jim?
Argentina really looked like they were just second to everything. Disjointed even. Yeah, it was a high-intensity game, and that may have gotten to some of the players, but even so, it was just disappointing on a lot of levels.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action shoots! Goal, England! And what a start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Decent chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Garnacho chasing after it. Now it's Martinez. And he's lost his man here. Played out to the right. Tries to pass it through. McAllister has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's been cut out, well played. Probing pass. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting. Chance for a shot! And it's come back out to him. He's scored! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and...
Big chance! Must be! Shapes to shoot! Oh, this time surely! Dispatched clinically! Right back in the game! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Number 10, Lionel Messi.
Argentina get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Aims beyond the defence. Nice bit of trickery. Gordon. Robson. Robson! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, such a clever touch. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Caught offside that time. That's an imaginative pass. Shot a goal! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Kane demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
England take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pickford sends that a long way. Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Robson. Spread out to the left. Back towards the middle. Danger averted for now. Nicked it back promptly. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Bellingham. Has a look and place it forward.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Molina. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And here's Garnacho. De Paul. Paredes. Nice bit of skill, and he's away.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Kane. He's looking wide.
That was lovely, that.
He is through here. That's tidy. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he get it through? This looks promising. Nicely aimed pass. Rice does really well to win the ball there. Knocks it into space. Messi. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information provided by the local police.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't. And
Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what...
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's managed to get rid. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kane is flagged offside. That's a goal kick. Molina. To McAllister. Paredes. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Garnacho, and here's the ball. He's having a shot! Paredes gets over and intercepts. Not the most convincing of passes. There's a sharp little ball here. Gordon's cross. And he's in on goal. In with a terrific header. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Adams picks it up from the goal kick.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And it's Messi. Looking to play him in. Dink through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. De Paul. Now it's Garnacho. Taliafico. De Paul. Romero cuts out the pass. Now it's Owen. And it's Rodrigo De Paul. Nicely weighted ball. Lisandro Martinez spots it and intercepts. Romero. Molina. McAllister. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's found support out wide. And the finish! Oh, sensational! A finish right from the top draw. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get...
And the shot! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Argentina are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Substitution for England, number 18.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on the field is number 20,
Saka.
Rashford.
Argentina perhaps contemplating their next change here. Saka has it out wide and in space. Great vision. Paredes deals with that comfortably. Now it's Dybala. Now it's Garnacho. Now it's De Paul. And it's McAllister.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Otamendi wins the duel this time. It's come to nothing. Picked out brilliant. Goes for a shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Engages and forces him off the... He's having a go! Oh, denied at the last.
Rashford clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Looking for the run. That pass just didn't quite work.
Substitutions taking place.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Balerdi. Molina. Tries to play it through. Argentina can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Acuna. Well, this is surely their last chance. That is a brilliant interception. And the number on the board is 3. And this is Owen, and he's been shifted off it. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Argentina cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Please join me in wishing all the best
Thoughts
to
on what we've
members
just
of our
seen?
fan club
Yeah, well, I've
celebrating
been on
their
the
wedding
losing side.
anniversary.
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. Now that's well seen too. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No way through. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, Alejandro Garnacho, will inject a nice thrust into this team, as well as an element of unpredictability. You never quite know whether he was going to cut inside or whether he's going to look to hit the byline. And he can be a real threat But what I really like about him is that he always comes back for more. He has the appetite to keep at it, and I like that.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. No, that's been intercepted. Molina. And it's Messi. Turns back here, probably the best option. Argentina controlling the possession in this early phase. Tagliafico. Now Romero. Tagliafico. First quarter of an hour gone.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
McAllister. He's going for goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Portugal looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish.
And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Bernardo Silva. Pass somewhat off target. And the shot's on here. Messi!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Romero. And it's Paredes. Pinches it off him. Vitinha. Nicely weighted ball. Molina. And he's been shifted off it. And he's managed to get free. Oh, look at the chance for a shot! And he's heaved it away.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nice defending, it's got the job done. Garnacho. He's on a run down the left wing. João Neves. Molina cuts out the pass. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he was quick to react. Paredes. And it's Messi.
Oh, really well played.
He has found the way through. He's found the way through. Gonzalo Ramos. Delivered across. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. No, that was never going to make it. Messi. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. De Paul running with the ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well time, excellent interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Ended up in no man's land. Tagliafico. Paredes. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's got away. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Argentina have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
João Neves. Vitinha. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Ramos. And that is as far as they're going to go. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's played in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. In once more. De Paul. Tagliafico. Bernardo Silva. Just eases him off the ball. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. McAllister knocks it into space. Martinez. Romero. De Paul. Tagliafico. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. It's a good ball out wide. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Martinez. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And this is Ronaldo. Martinez. Now Paredes. Argentina looking to pass their way through. And here's Garnacho. And claimed it back swiftly. Vitinha. Now it's Ramos. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Garnacho. He's picked his way through.
That was lovely, that.
Garnacho. And that is expertly dealt with. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Messi. He could be in here. Antonio Silva gets good distance on it. welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy, Alejandro Garnacho, will inject a nice thrust into this team, as well as an element of unpredictability. You never quite know whether he's going to cut inside or whether he's going to look to hit the byline, and he can be...
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
Look at the space here. Chance for a shot! Goal, Spain! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's McAllister. Messi picks it up out wide. David Villa. Steaming on goalwards. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rodri. It's Gavi. That's a good ball out wide.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Tagliafico. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Laporte.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That has been slung wide. Gavi. Now it's Torres. Torres! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, what has happened here? This looks promising. Decent chance! McAllister gets good distance on it. Howson. And it's Pedri. Pedri ploughing through the middle. Yamal. He rises! He scores! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Spain with the corner, they're first. Terrific header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Pedri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this is Torres. Molina. McAllister. Now it's Martinez. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, it's come loose. Swung over. Now it's Ferran Torres. Pedri. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. McAllister. Molina. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Messi. Now it's Villa. Oh, super find. He's through and all alone. Can he finish? And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Spain find a position of real strength now. Argentina are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And it's been played through. Oh, super ball. Tries a shot! Oh, taken with style. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Argentina really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
It's become a case of men against boys. Ferran Torres. McAllister. And it's Molina. Paredes. Nicely spread. No way through there. Rodri. Oh no, what has happened here?
That's good play from him.
To Martinez. Now it's Messi. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And the half-time whistle goes. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Se ha encontrado un niño rubio de unos 4 años que viste camiseta verde y lleva una mochila roja y dice haberse perdido. Se ruega a su madre que acude a recogerlo a la puerta 21.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. That has not gone well. Now it's Martinez. And they win it back again. Looking for options for movement. He's got away. Yamal! Ball's gone out of play. Molina. David Villa. Distributed tidily. Yamal. And the shot! Oh, terrific save.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Threads one in. That looks a good ball through. Now then, the ball's come loose. Ball is over the line. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Delivers the ball. McAllister. And he shoots! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Finds himself unceremoniously floored. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right. Gavi. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Martinez. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Laporte. McAllister. Shot could be real chance! And yes, it's there! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
He's still trying to make a game of this. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Otamendi. Foyt. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Argentina really could have done without this to increase the lead. Wonderful save by Martinez.
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
That is a brilliant interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Brilliantly cut out. Aims beyond the defence. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Fernando Torres. Argentina do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Martinez. He's looking wide. Molina. And he's managed to get free. Garnacho. Goes for a shot! Pedri. He's picked his way through. Fernandez. Shifted it to the flank. Passes short and sharp. Ferran Torres. That's surely a foul. Free kick.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Martinez finds himself offside. And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Martinez. Gavi. Well, that looks a decent ball. David Villa. There's the shot! In he goes again! He's got a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal... And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity.
So we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be.
I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Chance! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Now that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Casemiro. Brazil couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, just skips top. It's Adriano! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Adriano has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Casemiro. Ronaldinho. And he's had it nicked away.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Garnacho. Alex Molina. Neymar. Pele. Not the most accurate pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he's lost his man here. Molina did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He won't be happy with that one. Garnacho. Garnacho going full tilt down the left. Adriano. He's found a way through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Garnacho. Brazil look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
It's a promising position. Oh, nice touch. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. To further improve their position of comfort. Off the post! That's a throw. Casemiro. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Garnacho. Half an hour played now. Adriano gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Passing is crisp and sharp. De Paul. And it's Molina. Romero. Tagliafico.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, it's not gone well. Casemiro. De Paul. Martinez receives it in a good position here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
McAllister is fouled. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Messi. Now it's McAllister. He's having a shot! That's got him rattled. And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. And here's Messi. He's being urged to and he shoots! That's a half-decent try. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So we're just settling back into this second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
He's picked his way through. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Well, they could break here. He's got away. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Driving through the middle. McAllister. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Argentina still this single goal behind. Garnacho. Oh, that is a nice touch. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. This looks promising. Now Neymar. And claimed it back swiftly. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Looking to play him in. Neymar. He has found the way through. He whips it across.
That's good defensive concentration.
That Has earned a reprieve for the time being. Molina cuts it out. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Showing good feet.
There they go, hunting again.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's put paid to a promising move. It's bounced back off the post.
Substituição em andamento.
Now it's Pelé. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. And it's Neymar. Fernandes. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Neymar, and he's managed to get free. Neymar! Mighty close.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Acuna, Palacios. That could spell trouble. Molina. Messi.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
No, that is pretty much the end of that. It'll be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's heaved it away. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Tito.
Fernandes. Good, strong midfield running here. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And the shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Argentina really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And the number on the board is 3. Garnacho. Fernandez. Last chance, perhaps. And that will be it. Argentina have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects, in one of the greatest amphitheatres in this part of the world, the Estadio Mas Monumental. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Alejandro Garnacho, will inject a nice thrust into this team, as well as an element of unpredictability. You never quite know whether he's going to cut inside or whether he's going to look to hit the byline. And he can be a real threat. But what I really like about him is that he always comes back for more. He has the appetite to keep at it, and I like that.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Messi is onto it in a flash. Picked out, and he shoots! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Such sharp play, and he's been looking so good this half, and yet he doesn't convert.
Oh no, this does not look good. And he's gone long. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And here's Garnacho. McAllister. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Pinches it off him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's got away. Paredes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Garnacho, and he's managed to get free. He's being urged to shoot. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And it's Rodri. Played into space. Tagliafico. Now it's Yamal. Baina. Now there's a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It's a sharp pass. Al-Kubasi promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Morata. Molina kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Argentina are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. That pass isn't the best. De Paul. Now it's Martinez. Grimaldo kept his eye on it, and he's there. That is ended up in no man's land. Not the most convincing of passes. Now it's Martinez. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Spain clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Shot a goal! Just a fraction high.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Tagliafico. Now he's off and running. Stood up well to him there. And it's Baina. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's having a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And we have our very first corner. And this is Morata. Helps to play it back. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Morata. He's beaten the last man. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Engages and forces him off the ball. That has not gone well. Quality ball. And here's Garnacho.
Se agregará un minuto al
Hausen.
reglamentario.
Aaron Subimendi. Dani Olmo providing an outlet on that flank. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. There's the shot! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Here we go again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He has found the way through. He can get that clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. Chance for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Tagliafico. Great ball. Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The post.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, but wasn't far away at all.
De Paul. Oh, that's well spotted. Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. How Kubasi calmly anticipates. Knocks it into space. Can he get onto this? Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Yamal. He's shifting through the gear. Can he finish? They've done it! The breakthrough strike. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, super find. Dani Olmo. They've got to be quick to recover this. Lisandro Martinez gets it clear.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Paredes. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. And that's a dangerous shoot! Yes! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and the analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
High-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 3. Número 17. Número 6.
So the manager
Número
can make a
8.
change for the first time in the game here. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Número 5.
Such a big
Número
goal,
30.
Peter. Just when the opposition
Otamendi.
thought they could turn the screw,
Número
they're
9.
back to square one again.
Número
The
25.
manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Who saw this coming? This is going right to the wire. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Subimendi. Grimaldo. Into the last quarter of an hour. Shifted it to the flank. Crunching tackle.
Spain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Fernandez. Now it's Martinez. Subimendi. It's a pretty loose pass. Baina powering forward here. It's just beyond his reach. Garnacho. Can he get it through? That's a good run down the left. Into the last 5 minutes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's found a way through. Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there. Acuna.
Se agregarán 3 minutos
Fernandez.
al tiempo reglamentario.
Great defending, strong and determined. Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Here comes the corner. The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. Grimaldo is short. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Fernandez. Now it's Garnacho. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 49. Lo reemplazará.
Stern test
Número
is for the
18.
endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Howson. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Yamal. Yamal charging forward, the ball at his feet. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Dybala. Baina. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Fernandez. And it's made its way to him. And he's running through. And the finish! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Argentina are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Argentina take the lead. Fernandez. Palacios. And Molina. Palacios. And Fernandez. And it's Otamendi. And Molina. McAllister. Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Dybala! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Acuna. Fernandez. And it's Fernandez. They get a throw in. Fernandez. Otamendi. This looks promising. Molina. McAllister. Howson gets over and intercepts. That is good alertness. Now it's Morata. Nicely spread. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Nice interception, well timed. And here's Yamal. And it's Bina. McAllister with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Oh, super ball. And here's Dani Olmo.
Spain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. He's had it nicked away. Now it's Messi. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Argentina really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Tenemos un niño perdido. Al padre de un niño con mochila verde se le solicita amablemente ponerse en contacto con miembros del
headphone and earbud.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy, Bruno Guimaraes, is going to be the man who I see as the one who brings balance to the team. I think when he's on the ball, yes, he can be a strong runner, but he's become a very central pivot now in making sure that he helps break lines going forward and denies line breaking for his defence. So he's become a big factor now in any team he functions in.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Serginho on a charge down the left. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Dybala. Danilo.
There they go, hunting again.
Laid into space out wide. He's having a shot! Goal! Brazil! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Brazil penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Tries to play it through. Molina. Now it's Messi. Now it's Martinez. Bruno Guimaraes makes the interception.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And he cuts out the supply. Rafinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Molina. So what can they make of this? Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Romero. Now it's Martinez. Argentina are behind here, despite their domination of possession. And Martinez! There's a goal! Argentina are level. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Camisa 11.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Looking to play him in. That's going to go a long way. Paredes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Takes a shot! Sticks it away! Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Can they get him away? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. De Paul. Molina. He's had it taken off him. And it's Messi. And Molina. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Chance for a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Dybala. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Quality ball. Now it's Messi. He's in a great position here.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
It's a quick ball upfield. Neymar tries making a... And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Danilo kept aware. Real chance! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Brazil looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Brazil are looking to break at pace. Paredes. De Paul. Now it's Dybala. Knocks it out wide. That's very neat. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's got away. That is lovely. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has ended up in no man's land. Rivaldo going face-to-face with his great rival. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And shooting chance! Goal, Brazil! And they get themselves in front! One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will stick.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches and you give the ball away like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well, that looks a decent ball. Martinez under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And it's Danilo. Neymar gets into a good position. Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's straight offside. Now this could be a chance. That pass isn't the best. Now he's off and running. Martinez. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Lautaro Martinez. He's on it. Can he get away? Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Rafinha! It's off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Substituição em andamento.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Alvarez getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Acuna, McAllister. And it's Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Messi. Linton. Otamendi. Can he get on the end of this? Engages and forces him off the ball. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Acuna.
Oh, great feet that.
He has found the way through. And here's Alvarez.
Argentina really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Palacios. Roberto Carlos.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It's just beyond his reach. And they're quick to get it back. Here's the return pass. Martinez. Knocks it into space. Now it's Artur. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
And it's Palacios. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And that is as far as it goes. Argentina were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. But in the end, they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts.